All right, welcome to the Ignite Podcast. My name is Lorenzo Salas, and today's guest, Ben Schmanke. Ben is a full-time YouTuber who creates fun, creative, and high-quality tech videos. He runs a channel called Authentic, and guess what? He's accumulated over 43 million views. That's right, 43 million views, and over 150,000 subscribers. Ben, are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Hey, Ben, before we get into the good stuff here, give us a little bit of a glimpse into your world. Like, what's happening now these days?
Okay, yeah, so I used to make full-time videos for, I had my own business, like you knew. I was making real estate videos, and I also had just other commercial clients, like, any sort of business, coffee shop, whatever, all those sort of marketing videos. And I was having a lot of fun with that. And then we're just tinkering on the side, making YouTube videos. I'd buy tons of new camera gadgets and gear, and, I'd look, and there wasn't any good reviews out there, so I would just make one for fun. And then basically one went big, one went viral, and that's kind of the rest is history. That's when I saw the huge potential for what YouTube has and reaching an audience and making money off of it and everything. So that's when I switched over to full-time YouTube. I've been doing it for 2 or 3 years now, full-time, and just really enjoying it. It's really fun.
Really? Now, did that video that you made that went viral, was that the turning point pretty much in your career?
Yeah, definitely. At least for my YouTube career, it was a hoverboard video. I was the very first one to actually create a good, legit review video of the hoverboard. And what happened was I was just watching a few YouTubers that I watched, or I like to watch, kind of like get a hoverboard and they're playing with it, and I thought that'd be a cool filmmaking tool to use with a Steadicam, and I used it on some real estate shoots, and I just, as soon as you jumped on the hoverboard for the first time, it felt so like futuristic, right? Like the Segway was just reading your mind, and so I made a really cool video on it, and it was before they were big, and then they just blew up, and that video to date I think has 12, 14 million views. And that was my other videos, I was so excited when it would hit, 50 views or 100. And when that thing just started racking in 100,000, 500,000, it was just mind blowing. It was really exciting.
That is insane. 14 million views. People, and here's the buzzword, right? Hey, make my video go viral, right? That's what all the clients want. But
right.
Let's talk a little bit about the reality of that. What made that video go viral? Now, have you been able to process that and kind of reverse engineer it a little bit, or was it just lightning in a bottle?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good question. And basically, there is companies will want that magic, virality, viral video. And you can never fully control it, but there are some, things that lend itself well to making a top hit or a trending video. And actually from Tom Mave, he's a new friend of mine. He's a big YouTuber. He gave me this little, he called it Share, and it's searchable, helpful, actionable, relevant, and entertaining. And basically, if you can hit all 5 of those things, which that hoverboard video was, everyone was searching for hoverboard. And when you hit a good SEO rank of I was the number 1 result when you search hoverboard. Everyone was clicking on it. It was helpful because I was educating on what they do and how they work. Obviously it was relevant, entertaining, actionable. So when you can hit at least 3 to 5 of those, then that should help you out. It's not going to promise a viral video, but those are some good keys.
Right. Wow. So the acronym SHARE. Keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. Very good. Well, that kind of answers one of our big takeaways, but maybe you'll have another big takeaway by the end of this podcast. Let me ask you a question on a personal note. Does your mom still ask you, what is it that you do exactly?
Sometimes. No, she understands. She follows. Then with, some family follows and stuff, which is kind of cool. It's weird when, but it's exciting. Just the other week, my wife, she used to work over Camp Pendleton, California. She had a coworker, I think a friend, who was hey, I just heard my husband say hey, do you know Schmanke? Some, friend of a friend just randomly heard of my name, been watching my videos on YouTube. So it's kind of cool and neat to see it just spreading wide.
Yeah. I've watched some of your videos as well, and I see the engagement. I mean, that's really cool to know that you have that kind of impact in the world, and and doing what you love. That's it doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and that's, I think, one of my big encouragements to other people. I know maybe I'm jumping ahead, but just I get to do what I love every single day. I get to play with tech gadgets, but make videos. There is a ton of hard work that goes on behind the scenes that the average viewer has no idea about. But just the creative freedoms and schedule flexibility that it gains me is worth it times a million.
Oh, definitely. And as a video producer and creator myself, it is a lot of hard work to make it look good, isn't it? I can imagine.
It really is. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm a one man show still. I'll have some people help me out here and there, but I'm juggling everything and still trying to produce and put out 2 videos every week.
Oh, wow.
Which that's a lot of work, but that's one thing that you kind of need to do for the YouTube algorithm, is that consistency.
Ah, right. So it compounds upon another, and now they start to say, "This guy's relevant. Let's keep him up on the forefront there." On the searches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Let me ask you this. I don't want to get into any of your trade secrets or whatnot, but I'm really interested. So, how do you determine what products you're going to review? I mean, how does that happen?
It's a good question. I'd say it's a mixture of trends, kind of like the hoverboard, and trying to reverse engineer it to see what's going to be hot just around the corner. Because if I see something is already trending and then I try to rush out and make a video, you're probably too late to the game. And that's, again, a secret to the SEO, is it's looking for, as people start searching for that, let's say, keyword, you want to be the very first or top 3, 5 that pops up. Like another example is a few months back, GoPro released their new 6 Black, and I had no idea they were even going to release it, but it was just like they announced it, and boom, you could go pick it up in Best Buy. And I'm like, Miss, like my wife, let's go run to the store. So I bought one, made a couple videos the very next day, post them, and they all did very well because I think I was just one of the very first to post videos on that. And GoPro is just a big brand; everyone's searching for it.
Yeah.
And then the other mixture to it is I want to make videos that my current subscriber base wants to see. You have to satisfy why they subscribed, and so that's hard because I make tech videos on all sorts of things: drones, RC cars, cell phones, GoPros, cameras, TVs. So you can't satisfy them all, but I think MKB once said, I want to make videos that I would want to watch, and I try to stick with that. So even if it's something that I'm not interested in buying or researching, at least it's kind of fun and entertaining to watch.
Oh, wow. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, and especially as business owners, we tend to get caught in our own heads. We want to do the things that we want to do, but the reality is we got to figure out what our customers or what people are looking for. That's how we can get right. I mean, is that correct in saying that?
Absolutely, and that's something I'm working with a YouTuber, a YouTube manager. She's really helpful. You unlock one at around 100,000 subscribers, I believe, and she's been helping kind of coach me in some things, and she's been really encouraging me to know your audience well. And I think I'm doing an okay job, but I want to continue to know what they love and hate and their spending habits, and the better I can know my audience, the better I'm going to be able to serve them.
Yeah. Well, 43 million views, you're not doing too bad, Ben. I tell you that.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Well, that's the other thing. YouTube's cool because it's changing every day, and so you have to keep up with it. If you ever get comfortable or complacent, you're dead, man. You're left behind.
Ah, wow. So let's go in a little bit about some of the worst times maybe you've had as being a full-time YouTuber. Anything you could talk about, and maybe what you've learned from that experience?
Yeah, there's a few interesting things I can think of. One time I did a giveaway with a company, and it was kind of like, you confirm, okay, you want to give away, I think it was an RC car. I made the video, I ran the giveaway, there was a winner, and then I followed up with the company. I'm like, okay, here's their address, ship the gadgets to this winner, and they're like, oh no, we don't sell those anymore. They were sold out or something like that. I'm like, wait, what? Like, you can't just back out last minute. And surprisingly, that actually happened again recently. A big site had back ordered the item, but I want to treat my treat my my viewers right, like whether anyone will ever know or not, that's just remaining authentic and honest. And so for like that one, I followed up. I'm like, listen, like you gotta send them something. So at least I found like a bigger, more expensive RC car that they could send to the winner, and
wow.
so you just have to take care of your audience. Each view is actually a real person out there. So I'm not sure what the learning, tidbit is of that, but
Yeah.
just looking for, I don't know,
Well,
trying to keep it honest and authentic.
it sounds like make sure you've well, I mean, in this case, it sounds like you had your ducks in a row, but crap happens, right? I mean, life happens.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotcha. And on the flip side on that, though, what would you say was your best moment? Obviously, 14 million views on a hoverboard is I would say that's probably right up there. Anything else you could any best moments you had as a YouTuber?
Yeah, definitely that viral hit was super awesome and such a blessing. Very thankful to the Lord for that. That kind of really kickstarted the channel. But what's funny is one viral video won't just promise you a lifetime of, $1 million either, right? You have to kind of keep feeding it. And so later I made some random video on this JLB Cheetah RC car. It was no name brand, but I just made it like super fun, and that one was super hot. That has, I don't know, a few million. It's funny that the videos you think might not do well, or you just have no idea what's actually going to spread and do really hot over time. So that's just really fun to watch. Is like every video I make, I almost look at it as a little employee that you just put it out there for the world to see, and it might make you a couple bucks, it might make you a lot of dollars. You can try your best, but who knows what's going to happen with each one.
Right. That's it. You just got to be consistent, keep learning, and let hard work ultimately decide your success. So on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Ben is going to give us his one big takeaway every entrepreneur should do when they're using YouTube to build their business. Stay tuned. Are you tired of throwing away money on ineffective, outdated, and costly marketing? Are you convinced that social media platforms such as Facebook are perfect to generate leads and customers for your business, but you can't figure it out? Ignite Marketing Agency specializes in quickly driving traffic to your offer through Facebook ads so you can generate those sales and leads you desperately need. Not only that, but we will consult with you on building a complete digital marketing plan that includes automated customer experience. Basically, you get your customer ready to do business with you. So get our free 20-minute strategy phone call where we will quickly assess if this is the right marketing for you. Visit our Facebook page at Ignite Marketing Agency and click the send a message button, and we will respond within 30 minutes of you contacting us. We look forward to it. Ignite, baby. I'm here with Ben Schmanke, full-time YouTuber, 43 million views, 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. Hey Ben, give us one of your big takeaways for the entrepreneur who's maybe not a full-time YouTuber, but somebody who wants to grow their business on YouTube. What can you recommend? What do you suggest to them?
Yeah, I'd say a couple of things I guess we kind of previously mentioned. Just consistency is key. Even if you just promise yourself, I'm just doing one video per week, or even start one video per month, and just make sure you stick with it. Use that the share that I mentioned previously, acronym. Yeah, just try to create content that is either searchable or you're helping people out with information. Actionable, maybe DIY how-to videos, and just educating them on things that you've learned along the way. What's kind of cool is everyone can bring something of value to the table, no matter what their background or history is, and you just have to find that audience that's searching for it and connect with them. I'd say remain authentic and honest is huge, as there's so many people who are fake and clickbaity, and that wins you in the short term, but it's thinking so small. It's not thinking big term. And another thing Gary Vee always says I like is he just says, document, don't create. And I know I get hung up on that sometimes. I'm trying to create a perfect looking video, but there's no such thing as perfection. I just need to get it to 80% and then put it out there, and that's good enough. And perfect is the enemy of good. I love that saying as well. Just not getting hung up on the details, but get it good enough, put it out there, and then move on to the next one.
Oh, that's great. I love it. 80% right here. If you're listening to this, 80%, and I always say that to everybody, get it to 80%, or I usually say like 75%, either one, but, get it there. As long as you get going, you get moving, and you're continually doing, the thing that you set out to do, you're going to be perfected in the process, right? I mean, That's how it works.
Absolutely, man. And just make sure you do what you love. As soon as it turns into a grind that you're not enjoying or something, pivot and try something else, because at the end of the day, like, they had that big minimum that you have to hit, I think it was 1,000 subs and certain watch time, and a lot of people got burnt out. But if you're in it in the beginning, just trying to piece some pennies together to make money, well, then you're kind of doing it wrong. At least enjoy the journey at first, and then later the money might follow.
Yeah. That's excellent. Ben, where could someone find you on the web?
You can find me on YouTube. Just search for Authentic. I create authentic reviews of tech, Authentic, one word. You can also follow me on Instagram, number one social media besides YouTube, or Twitter or Facebook. Just search Schmanke. That's my last name, Schmanke. Message me, hit me up, and I'll try to respond.
Thank you so much, Ben, for being on the show. Well, this concludes the Ignite podcast. If you want to hear future podcast and marketing content showing you how to quickly generate leads for your business, do us a favor. Join us on the big three: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you're interested in learning more about what we can do for you, send us a message on our Facebook page at Ignite Marketing Agency. Remember, your business can't explode until you ignite it. Until next time.